We are tipping off the 2K TV virtual wrap party in the theater today. We are going 3v3, and we've got some members of the community joining us here today. So let's introduce our members right now.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And the starting group for the Celtics. Brandon Ingram out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. And for Dallas, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Murray. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Murray. And it's Lively in at the 5 spot. Clark, at this time of year, trade rumors are a big topic. How much does it affect a player to hear his name thrown around like that?
I think it does have some kind of effect, but it's an individual call. Some guys handle it better than others, but the bottom line is it's not in your control. As a player, you have to be able to block that out and focus on the task at hand.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the bucket by the Celtics. Clarkson outside. That three's off the mark. Boston on offense, and the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Kept alive. Antetokounmpo.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
Thompson against Clarkson. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Clarkson with the ball. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Lively. There's the block. And he gets it back. Clarkson finds Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. The 3 is up. Gets another look. Lively with the bucket.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Kessler. And the officials call a traveling violation. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. 5th, the Mavericks.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Learning smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
You know, Clark, when you think about the history of this Dallas franchise, one man stands out. That's Dirk.
Yeah, he's worthy of a statue for sure, B.A. He played all 21 seasons of his career with the Mavs. He was the first European MVP in league history. And then in 2011, he helped bring an NBA title to the Mavericks, beating the LeBron Wade-led Heat team.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Thompson outside. And And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
And Dallas calls time here. And for the Celtics, Grant, when it comes to something like rebounding, it's a total team effort.
Well, it's part of their personnel strategy, B.A. Get wings and guards that have length and toughness, which allows them to control the glass and switch just about everything defensively.
Let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Karl Anthony Towns. Now here's Murray, coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Towns against Antetokounmpo, and the layup is good. Antetokounmpo has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Antetokounmpo with the block.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Clarkson for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Thompson in the post. He's covered by Clarkson. Second shot opportunity. Thompson, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Not going to go that time. And some solid defense from Towns. Thompson outside. Thompson with another miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Oh, blocked by Ingram.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
And the Celtics making a change here. Wiseman's checked in. Dinwiddie outside. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
No problems knocking that one down. Thompson's got 6.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Now Dinwiddie. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Coming out hot. 4 out of 5. This could be a big game for him.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Green is checked in. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And Boston calls time here. And when it comes to Giannis Antetokounmpo, such a lovable player on and off the floor, Clark.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's just such a carefree, gregarious, outgoing personality, somebody that doesn't take himself too seriously, and he likes to tell his fair share of dad jokes, too, which is pretty endearing.
And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Second, Mason Plumlee.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Green. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting from Austin, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. One shot.
Free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Plumlee. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Brooks. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
Plumlee passes to Dinwiddie.
And they shot well from the field. Top half in the league in that respect. Some of it just came down to patience and discipline.
They took care of the ball, stayed in control. It was very hard to turn them over. Stewart, he's checked in for the Mavericks. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Here's Brooks. And that one's good. Brooks has got his second basket on the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Green. Still without a bucket. Inside, here's Stewart. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Here's Daniels. Plumlee pulls down the board. And James Wiseman gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Watson, he's checked in for Vanderbilt.
Celtics substitution. Watson.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 16 so far. There's 53 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Prince, and it's rejected. Here's Daniels. Pass to Watson. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Offensive rebound, Celtics. And that one's good. Wiseman.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Now here's Plumlee. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Plumlee. Offensive rebound. Outside for Green. Drains the triple.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Boston Celtics. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And Grant, as someone whose career spanned eras, you feel playing defense is more difficult than it was 2 decades ago?
Oh, BA, it's much more difficult, in part because the contact allowed is much more strict. Shooters can create contact and be rewarded with free throws, and the skill level on offense has truly raised. It makes it tough for the defender to really get down and play that tough-nosed defense.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Kessler in at the 5. And he lays it up and in. Kessler's got his first basket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside Murray. Shoots from 12. Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 from Thompson. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 4. Pass to Lively. And here's Murray. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Dallas. Clarkson comes in for Green.
Jordan Clarkson.
Boston's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, after 941 days sidelined by an ACL and then an Achilles tear, Klay Thompson's back doing what he loves. He said, quote, "In the beginning, I was so eager to prove that I'm still great. Now I'm more relaxed, reminding myself that this is a dream that I'm living. What matters most is just having fun and playing hard, and all the big nights, they'll come." Brian?
Yeah, that's the right perspective, Allie. Thanks for that.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks.
Here they come, your defense crew.
All right, here now, the league's top rebounders over the past month. The fourth spot held by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
Murray looking around. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. ACL injuries are always a scary thing in this league, Clark. It sidelined Jamal Murray for a full 18 months.
So tough for a player to lose that kind of time, B.A., but Murray really is a tough guy. And he focused on his recovery and was able to make a strong return to the court.
That free throw, no good.
To get where you want to go as a team, you need big game players. There's no way around it. And historically, Murray tends to play his best on the biggest stage.
And the second free throw is good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 shots.
First one falls. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Antetokounmpo against Towns. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Stewart. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Murray. Pass to Towns. Here's Thompson. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Big Cat says, take that.
The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And here is Antetokounmpo. We saw him with 19 his last time out. It's tipped. Towns taking his time here. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Ingram finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Murray. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Dallas. 9-point game. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Kessler. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Well, Clark, with his mix of power and length, at times Giannis can seem unstoppable.
You know what? Not often is it that one guy forces teams to reconsider their whole defensive game plan. But Giannis forces you to build the wall because you don't want him getting downhill, or he'll make you suffer the consequences.
Now here's Stewart. Right side Murray. Back to Stewart. Jacks up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Ingram. Thompson with it. He's covered by Clarkson. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Ingram. Thompson's got 12.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
And Dallas calls time here. Mavericks with some changes. Plumlee's checked in for Stewart. Prince comes in for Murray. And it's Dinwiddie in for Murray. Dylan Brooks checked in for Boston. Daniels comes in for Thompson. Now here's Dinwiddie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Wiseman, he's checked in for Boston. Watson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him. And some solid defense from Towns. Pass to Daniels. Tries it from the block. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And this is something Brooks must continue focusing on. When he sets up guys, team chemistry improves.
Dinwiddie passes to Plumlee. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the inside. Yeah, that's where he shines. Wiseman throws down the dunk.
That's a part of his game that Towns has really developed in his time in the league, becoming a good passer.
Plumlee finds Prince. Oh, there's the alley. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Antetokounmpo in close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Wiseman, the pass to Daniels. Towns down low. Antetokounmpo's there.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
It's blocked.
The strong defense from Brooks, using his instincts there to come away with the block.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And no good. And some solid defense from Towns. Boston's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Here's Watson. No points yet. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks. And let's have a look at the big men leading the league in assists during the past month. In the third spot, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
Now here's Dinwiddie. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Celtics. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Down low. And that one's good for Brooks. Brooks has got 4 points this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Towns. Antetokounmpo with the block.
No mercy shown that time on D by Giannis. Great rejection.
And so it's Boston liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 12 points and 1 assist. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. Can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. They've got Jordan Clarkson, Murray out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Lively in at the center. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Boston with the ball. Following the score by Dallas. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Ingram. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Murray. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Brooks. And he recovers it. Another shot. And counted. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Pass to Brooks. And here's Ingram from the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside, here's Murray. A great take by Murray.
Antetokounmpo, nice pass there. Good at finding his open teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Connects from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 now.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas.
Jalen Green, he's checked in for Clarkson. The Celtics also with a sub. Vanderbilt's checked in. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the shot's good. 15 points in the game.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
And it's Green off the drive. Ooh, Green wanted those two.
Nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
One thing about Jalen Green, his path to the NBA was through the G League, Clark.
And, you know, I think we'll see more and more players take that path, those who don't want to go to college. It's a really good way to enter into NBA level experience early on. You want to get your feet wet before diving into the big time? That's a good way to do it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, among the new trophies introduced last year, no doubt the Michael Jordan Trophy given to the league MVP is the most distinctive. And while its design elements honor aspects of Jordan's great career, he asked that the trophy not be fashioned in his likeness. Instead, Brian, the hope is for each recipient to be able to see themselves in the award.
All right, Allie, love that. Thanks. And Dallas calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Stewart's checked in.
And defensively, they really limited their opponent's field goal percentage. Top 5 in that category. They do a great job of communicating at that end.
And when you look at their scoring numbers from last season, this was a team that always got it done on that end of the floor.
Second personal foul.
Let's take this time to see the teams who were picking the most pockets over the past month. The Celtics second.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
The Celtics have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Thompson passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Team foul.
It's going to be on Jamal Murray, and the league looking to curb how much the top teams can spend. Stricter financial rules now in place, Clark.
Yeah, I like the salary cap. Its theory is good and well-intentioned. I think it does help the small market teams a bit. A lot of teams didn't like how certain West Coast teams were spending, but I still think there's room to give teams the option to exceed limits if they're willing to pay the consequences for doing so.
He hits the second from the line. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Murray passes to Stewart. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Thompson, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 9th assist of the game now. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. That's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Murray with it. Pass to Murray. They grab their own miss. Lively. And he gets the bucket.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Now Vanderbilt. Stewart defends. They get it back. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And finished off by Stewart.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Plumlee's checked in for Stewart. Prince comes in for Murray. And it's Dinwiddie in for Murray. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Wiseman, he's checked in for Kessler. Towns comes in for Vanderbilt. Watson, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And Daniels is subbed in for Klay Thompson.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wiseman. And he makes it on the layup. Wiseman's got 6 points.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Dinwiddie. No made baskets yet. Pass to Prince. Launches a 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open. And that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot.
Here's Towns.
2 minutes.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Dylan Brooks checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Daniels. 1:36 left to play in the third quarter. To the inside. Here's Towns. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, nice job that time by Prince to stay focused and not lose control of the shot despite drawing the foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, you got to give them credit for how aggressive they've been on defense, getting the opposition to cough it up and then making them pay on the other end.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that, a team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Down low. Here's Daniels. Uses the glass on the layup. Daniels has got his second basket of the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Mavericks. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Here's Daniels. 58 seconds left in the third. Pass to Watson. lets a three fly. Plumlee pulls down the board. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. And Giannis with the dunk.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Daniels. Kicks it out Towns. Let's go with a three. Fires in the triple. Towns has got 7.
He has the ability and the aggressiveness to capitalize from downtown.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Clarkson missing. Boston has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Pass to Watson. To the middle. Here's Towns. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Taking the contact and scoring. Towns not to be denied of the bucket there.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Celtics out in front, delivering the blowout. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Brandon Ingram, Walker Kessler out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Klay Thompson, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. Antetokounmpo with the block, and that one drops for him. And he's now got the double-double.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray passes to Lively. Second chance shot. Kessler with a rebound. Boston's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. You know, Clark, one thing that stood out the last few seasons is the number of blockbuster trades just before the deadline.
Yeah, I think it's part of the league being a year-round league. I mean, that's a huge time on the calendar for the league when teams are looking to make moves to transform themselves or improve themselves. But you're right, the number of big trades have been more prevalent recently, and some of that is because of the power the players have in terms of facilitating movement.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, when Ingram is in attack mode, it forces the defense's hand, literally. Good job drawing the foul.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Ingram.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Boston. Neto comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Both free throws good from Ingram.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Here's Lawson. Green finds Murray. On the take. Kessler with a rebound. For Boston, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Nobody is catching Ingram in the open floor. I mean, this guy is a speed merchant.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Stewart outside. And until recently, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that the NBA's age limit would come back down to 18. Are you surprised that didn't happen, Grant?
You know, B.A., I am surprised. We heard players saying it's not fair to make guys wait. You know, Commissioner Silver seemed receptive, so that was slightly unexpected that age 19 remains the rule.
Here's Green, following the bucket by the Celtics. Count that bucket.
A nice decision from Green that time, showing you the savvy to go to the floater there.
Green against Thompson. Here's Neto. Misses the three. And Dallas with possession. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. That'll be the first leg of just a two-game trip for them. And it's Green missing.
Well, I like the idea. We know he can make that shot, but the defense wasn't having it. Not there.
They get it back. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Isaiah Stewart.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Well, the value of Jared Vanderbilt as a strong wing defender is pretty undeniable, Clark.
You cannot win consistently without players like Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, you need a shutdown defender that has versatility. And it's a skill that he takes a lot of pride in. He's worked at. He brings a lot to the table at that end of the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. Around the league, we're increasingly seeing former players in front office positions, Grant.
It's so true, B.A., and we need even more former players in those roles. They bring a perspective that a lot of front offices just don't have. They can add value with their experience. I really like this move.
Dallas is shooting an average of 43% from the floor. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Brown, it's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Neto, defended by Murray from 10 feet away. And that one hits the back iron. For Dallas, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Here's Lawson. And he converts the layup.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
The Celtics have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Here's Neto, defended by Murray. Pass to Ingram. With the fadeaway. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Lawson. Now here's Stewart. Clock at 6. Murray passes to Stewart. No good with the triple. Boston's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Thompson outside. Pass to Neto. From behind the arc. Offensive board. Power it home.
Oh, wow.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And finished off by Stewart.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end. Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Lawson passes to Murray. Here's Lawson on the wing. Green. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. All right, let's pretend you are Adam Silver for a day, Grant. You get one crazy rule to test out. What's it going to be?
Oh, man, one crazy rule. Wow, great question. Well, the WNBA has tried this in All-Star games. Live ball substitutions, a little bit like hockey. Keep the game flowing, A little chaos to be interesting, be fun, be very, very entertaining.
Now here's Thompson. Brooks left side. Pass to Daniels. This one for three. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Green with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. A minute 31 left in the 4th. The 3 from Prince. Here's Plumlee. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
So it's Boston now, after the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Watson. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Green, the pass to Plumlee. Here's Prince. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Daniels.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.
I like the shirt. Looking good out there.
Here we go. Right off the bat. All right.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Right back. One more. Great passing. Love it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful
Great
pass.
setup. There we go.
I already knew. Good reach. I like that. I like that, Danny. This is the one time you need to swipe. This is the one time you need to be spamming reach.
I don't know what to do, Chris. You always tell me not to reach.
No, reach today. Reach today on lockdown. All right, 6-3. Feeling pretty good about this. You guys got a nice offensive and defensive flow going.
Go back. Yeah, go back.
There it is.
Coming right up, the Heat taking on the Nuggets. For the Heat, a chance to get a much-needed win here at home. A game that can change the course for their season. This could be the moment where they rise up. Nuggets, Heat, up next. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Scotty Barnes is out there with Collins. Then it's Ball, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. And for Miami, they've got TJ McConnell. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Porter is out there with Gobert. And it's Koulibaly in at the 4. Hey, Steve, at this point of the season, how essential is it to have a cohesive sense of identity within the team?
It's absolutely critical, especially this deep into the season. You want to have a very tightly knit squad, Kevin, coming into the home stretch.
Tip-off goes to Miami. Here's Irving. Pass to McConnell. Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the miss. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Rockets in Houston. And there it is for him.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now, here's McConnell. He takes it in, shoots over Ball, and that one goes long. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. On the wing, Barnes. The shot missing. Nice D from Porter. McConnell against Barnes. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jokic.
As the anchor of this defense, Rudy Gobert instills confidence amongst his teammates. They know he has their back.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. GA, the three-point shooting for Miami has been the story. Sometimes they run cold, like a lot of teams. Man, when they're hot, they are fun to watch.
A couple years back, Kevin, they led the league in percentage from long distance. Last season, one of the worst in that category until the playoffs, where they rediscovered that shooting touch.
And Miami has possession after the miss from John Collins. Here's Koulibaly. He started by Collins. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Bamba is checked in for Denver.
For the Nuggets, Mo Bamba.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Irving from long range. Miami no good on that time either.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. He never gave up and challenged the deeps.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Here's McConnell after the made shot from John Collins. Pass to Koulibaly. Just 5 to shoot. Collins with some nice D.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Barnes with it. Now defended by Gobert. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
What an athlete. Barnes flushes that one home.
McConnell scanning the floor. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Ball against Irving. Ball, the pass to Collins. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's Koulibaly. Here's Gobert. And Bamba pulls it down.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And with this new CBA, Greg, for the first time, team and league licensing revenue, about $160 million a year, is to be shared with the players.
And I think that's probably jersey patches and stuff like that. It makes sense that the players should get a share of that.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Jokic.
Your Miami Heat dancers.
Nuggets on D. Now McConnell. Still yet to score. To end the cold streak, he takes it up and lays it in.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Outside ball. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Barnes. His last outing, he had 8 points. Over McConnell. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist from Ball. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore. Keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
LaMelo Ball. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Ball hits them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Lopez. Kicks it out to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Shoots over Hero. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Quality pass by Sexton, taking full advantage of that opening.
And here is Ball. 11 points last game. And there's the pass to Hero. Right through the D for the layup.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here's Green. Scoreless thus far. Here's Wiggins. Takes it off the glass.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. 1:43 left in the first. Wiggins kicks to Sexton. Here's Watford, 11 feet away, and the shot is good. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Rockets.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And the Nuggets making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Brook Lopez third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Here's Dunn to the paint, trying to find Hero. He gets it to him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Colin Sexton, how he performed last season. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Thompson against Green. Passes to Bamba. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Wiggins with the rebound. The Heat trailed by 7. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint. And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Sexton, no good. Here's Jaquez. No scoring in this one. Here's Hero. Wiggins with some nice deep.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action in just a minute. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace
typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Barnes. Jokic is out there with Bamba. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Down low. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Barnes against Porter. In the corner, Irving with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
He had his eye on that one. Kyrie finding the space he needs outside the arc.
Barnes kicks to Dunn. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Sexton against Dunn. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And for player Steve, being traded is always a possibility. Deep down, how challenging is it hearing your name in the rumor mill?
Kevin, it's very challenging, especially when you're happy where you are and your family is happy. No question, it's one of the few downsides of being an NBA player, being traded.
And he sinks the second.
The future that Scotty Barnes has in this league is bright. A versatile swingman with an outstanding work ethic.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words. Be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you. So it's Denver now. The Heat knocking down the tray. Here's Ball. And again, Denver, no good. Collins. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Get free t-shirts. Who wants one?
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. The Heat in second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Left side, Ball. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Collins kicks to Barnes. With the floater.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach. All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Great showing for him last season. Second in rebounding. And he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Ball against McConnell. It's blocked, and he gets it back. To the inside, and finished off by Porter.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Now, here's Collins. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
The Heat, their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
A shot by McConnell, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Gouging inside, it's Jokic.
Oh, the sturdy frame from Jokic allows him to put up the shot through contact.
Here's Koulibaly. Hasn't made one yet. Clock at 4. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
You know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Great find by Jokic, the best passing center I've ever seen.
Here's McConnell after the Nuggets pick up 2. Outside Porter. And he drops it in from the low post. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Denver calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Irving against Hero. Pass to Thompson. To the middle. And he converts the layup. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Here's Wiggins. Denver grabs the miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Hero passes to Collins. Now, here's Jokic. Nice move. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Watford. Wiggins surveying the floor. Inside. The shot by Watford, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Irving against Jokic. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Kyrie Irving. Wiggins against Thompson. Now the pass to Jaquez. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Miami. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
In terms of guards, Kyrie is as good as anyone inside. Unreal finish around the rim.
Here's Jaquez, still without a basket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
He's checked in for Miami. Sexton comes in for Wiggins. Bamba is checked in for Denver. Dunn comes in for John Collins. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Sexton dishes to Irving, and that one drops for him. Irving's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Dunn kicks to Hero. Over Irving. Hero, no good. The Heat trailed by 5. Irving, good. Irving's got 13.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Bamba, to the paint. Puts it up from 7. That one wide left. Green passes to Irving. Outside, Sexton. Over Dunn. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the court.
Without a moment to spare, he cuts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets ahead, up 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 1. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Their unselfishness has kept them in the game. Just look at the assist numbers. Guys are making cuts, ball freely. You look to see the offense function like a well-oiled machine, sort of like myself.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. T.J. McConnell is out there with Irving, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Koulibaly in at the force line. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Ball no good. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Irving. Gobert with it, covered by Barnes. And Gobert kicks to McConnell. 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. They now take the lead. Koulibaly's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
Doesn't get exactly the screen he wants, but turns out he doesn't need it.
Alexander Walker passes to Jokic. Over Porter, nails the baby hook. Jokic has got the game tied up here for Denver.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's already an all-time great.
And could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and awards. Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years.
Here's Alexander Walker. He has yet to score. Pass to Jokic. Here's Alexander Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. And it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Count that one.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Alexander Walker. Tipped away. Ball, the bounce pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barnes, and it's Denver scoring again.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Ball against McConnell. And Gobert kicks to McConnell. Up top, Porter, covered by Barnes from 11 feet away. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having some power through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Wiggins is checked in for Irving.
Now at the line, Michael Porter Jr.
One shot.
1.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Here's Alexander Walker. Left side, ball to the inside. Here's Collins. It's hauled in by the Heat. Koulibaly's got 5 rebounds tonight. Porter passes to McConnell. Now Gobert. On the wing, Wiggins. Outside, Porter. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got 10.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Down low. The pass to Alexander Walker. Passes it to Jokic. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Playing with good instincts. The key on making those around him better.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Sexton, he's checked in for Miami. And a switcher also for Denver. Thompson's checked in.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Heat in second.
Getting to the line in this day and age is crucial to long-term success, and their team does a fantastic job at drawing fouls and getting to the stripe.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Sexton. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Ball. Here's Barnes. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
The assist.
Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Sexton against Ball. Step back on that one and let it fly. Sexton's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
One of the toughest shots for a guard with all the bigs in there, but Collins showing confidence.
Alexander Walker passes the Ball. Another 3 for Denver.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Pass to Porter. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Knocked loose. Ball kicks to Thompson. Here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. First free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. And he makes both free throws.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Hero. And the pass to Sexton. Trying to get open is Lopez. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Sexton.
Good concentration by Colin Sexton. There was some contact on that.
And Thompson kicks to Jokic. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green passes to Lopez. Sexton with it. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Green finds Lopez. Overdone. Lopez, no luck.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Thompson. A stupendous finish in traffic. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Timeout called, the Heat. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Brook Lopez. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 16 points a game, almost 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Into the
Ahmed Bamba is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Orlando Magic. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
Pretty solid from the stripe. Colin Sexton is not a guy you want to send there often if you're the opposing team.
And Miami making a change here. Irving's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:27 left to play in the third. Here's Jaquez. Kicks it to Bamba. Hero against Irving. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. Nice shot from the wing. 6 points now in the game from Asar Thompson. The Heat trailed by 5. 55 seconds left in the third. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
52 seconds left in the third. Outside Irving, just 5 on the clock. Takes the three.
Harassing defensively, Tyler Hero is a competitor who doesn't let his motor go cold.
And the dunk by Bamba.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Now, here's Sexton. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Outdone. With the teardrop, the shot misses. And so it's the Denver Nuggets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 7. And Denver will start the fourth quarter. Scotty Barnes is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Ball. Then it's John Collins. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Barnes outside. Ball kicks to Collins. Count that one. Collins has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nuggets.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. Jokic has checked in for Denver.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic.
To Koulibaly. McConnell against Ball. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Koulibaly. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Irving. Second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Good use of power by Rudy, getting the shot in the air despite the foul.
Rudy Gobert.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game.
Shooting 2.
Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And Gobert drops them both. The Nuggets leading by 9. Ball, the pass to Jokic. That's a 2 from Barnes, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
How can you not be excited about Scotty Barnes' future? This kid has all the tools to be a beast.
Here's McConnell, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And it's the Heat with the ball. 11-point game. Irving from long range drains the three-pointer.
This is how aggressive Irving is on offense and why he's such a dangerous player.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Knocks down the three ball.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Ball against McConnell. Now here's Irving. Defense right on him. Takes the 13-footer. Jump shot is good that time.
Kyrie sprung free on that pick and roll. Trying to stick with him is easier said than done.
And it's Ball penetrating. Passes it to Collins. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to McConnell. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to McConnell. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. The Nuggets leading by 9. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Ball.
Denver foul. LaMelo Ball. First personal foul. Third team foul. Now at the line, Koulibaly.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
McConnell passes to Irving. And it's in there. Irving's got 20.
You have to love the imagination of Kyrie, able to get off his shot in traffic.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Second personal foul. Shooting for Denver, LaMelo Ball. 1.
That's good from Ball.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The pass to Gobert. Ball against McConnell. Teardrop shot. And Barnes sends it back.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert. Denver calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Let's hear it, fans.
Challenge Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And it's blocked. To the paint, here's Koulibaly. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Ooh-wee, Kyrie. That pass takes poise, patience, and vision.
To the middle, here's Barnes. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. 15 points for Scotty Barnes. The Heat trailed by 9. And here's McConnell. This is it to Irving. Now, here's McConnell. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Miami.
Sexton.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gobert. Over Jokic. Gobert can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 9. Jokic inside. Gobert on him. Here's Alexander Walker. A three-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Denver ball.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ball, the pass to Jokic. Tries again. Gobert with the defensive effort. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Irving. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Jokic. Pretty finish from Jokic.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
Ball stolen. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block.
Pretty hard to get that attempt over Rudy Gobert.
Moving against Ball. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
That one goes. Count it.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nuggets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jokic.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
To the inside, here's Koulibaly. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Nicola, Coach has talked about the growth of your leadership. What's gotten you to be more vocal?
I just want to help my teammates. I think if they say something, they're going to listen to me. I just want to make them better, so I'm just going to do that.
Well, it sounds like they're listening, man. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Yep. Yep.
Good shot.
I like
She
that.
can't miss. She can't miss.
She's on fire.
Stay left, Danny. Oh.
Okay.
Hit me.
There it is. Oh, that's a dunk. That's a dunk. 2014.
Nice.
Let's go, Megan.
MVP.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. We've got LeBron James. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Toppin in at the power forward position. And for the Spurs, Wembanyama out there with Robert Williams. Then it's Jordan Poole, Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Cunningham in at the point. Teams are in the thick of it now, Grant. More than half of the regular season is behind us.
Yeah, in the thick of it is right. Teams are getting fatigued right now. This is the point of the year where the teams with the most depth separate themselves from the pack.
And it's Poole with the ball for the Spurs. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento. Pass to Cunningham. Good work defensively by Fox. And it's Sacramento's ball. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. James passes to Reeves. Back to James. Pass to Reeves. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Poole, the pass to Cunningham. Back to Poole. Rebounded by LeBron.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Well, Grant, for Sacramento, 2023 was a year to celebrate. Their first playoff appearance in 16 years.
And they did it with a high-octane attack. Their offensive rating that season was historic, and it was just what the Kings needed to return to contention.
Now here's Poole. Cunningham outside. And the former #1 overall pick, Brent, Cade Cunningham, has flashed greatness when he's healthy.
Well, his vision and his instincts, BA, they are elite. And I just feel like with more and more playing time, once he's fully healthy, he's going to start to be able to manipulate the game a lot like Doncic does with his vision, to set guys up and make their job easier to score the basketball.
You know, Grant, looking back to the Spurs' tough last season, free throw shooting was something they pointed to.
You know, BA, it's something they have to correct. They didn't get to the line enough, and their percentage wasn't good when they did. And of course, that's a bad combination.
5 on the clock. Toppin outside. 4-3. The rebound by the Spurs. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And there's Ayton on the assist by Fox.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton not afraid to get physical with the defender.
Here's Wembanyama. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Toppin. And he lobs it up top. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And for a big guy, Obi is quick off the floor.
Fox against Cunningham. Pass to Durant. There's the triple. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And right here, an intimidating group. The leaders in blocked shots over the past month. 4th, Victor Wembanyama.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
Toppin passes to James. Now Ayton. Williams defending. From down low, Ayton with a bucket inside. Ayton's got his second basket.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Poole, the pass to Cunningham. That shot, no good. Oh, some solid defense from Fox. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
Well, Mike Brown is known as a great defensive coach, but he led the Kings to an all-time great offensive season in 2023.
Yeah, and they actually ranked towards the bottom of the league defensively. So for them going forward, we'll see if Brown's expertise can bolster the Kings' defense.
That free throw good from Cunningham. A different look for San Antonio. Simmons has checked in for Wembanyama. Finney-Smith comes in for Durant, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Poole. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Nance, he's checked in for Ayton. Washington comes in for Toppin. Martin, he's checked in for James, and it's Dick in for Reeves. Both shots good from the strike.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Fox, the pass to Washington. With the block. Pass to Westbrook. Simmons with it. Nance covering. Simmons, no good. The Kings leading. Now Martin. Fox outside. Nance finds Fox. The floater. And it's good on the lay-in.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And Larry Nance Jr. is an impressive player, mainly because of his all-around game.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that he picks up, BA. He picks up a few scores around the basket. He'll grab a couple dirty rebounds, and he defends well. Speaking of defense, he'll guard a couple of positions, so a very versatile forward.
Making a change here. Kleba's checked in. And checking out some numbers for Kevin Durant. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 3. Pass to Simmons. Rebound by the Kings. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Well, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Here's Fox. The Spurs have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. And Williams punches it home.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
The Kings have got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to Martin. Back to Fox.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Yep, that one's good. Fox has got 6 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Simmons. The D's right on him. And the shot goes.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
To the wing, right side. Nance against Westbrook. Here's Dick. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, with his size and range, Grady Dick is a ready-made floor spacer.
Oh, this kid is lights out shooting the ball, B.A. Such a threat to defenses. You can't lose track of him. He's always moving around the floor.
And the first one at the line is good.
And when you're looking at this year's rookie class, Dick stands out for his polish and versatility at the offensive end.
Miller's checked in for San Antonio. And the Kings also making a change. Henderson, he's checked in for Fox. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. San Antonio trailing here. Simmons, the pass to Finney-Smith. Pass to Miller. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
And he makes a first.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Simmons against Henderson. Washington inside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Pass to Westbrook. San Antonio again missing.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Martin takes it in. The rebound by Ben Simmons. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's Westbrook. To the inside. Miller. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dick. 6 to shoot. And he banks in the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Kings ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for the Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure is real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. We've got Austin Reeves topping out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Scoot Henderson, and it's James in a small forward.
2 shots.
free throw, good from James.
You know, just thinking about it, every year the physical and mental toughness of LeBron just gets more and more impressive, maintaining his spot at the top of his game.
Both free throws good from James. And for San Antonio, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. Cunningham passes to Durant. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings leading. From deep three-point land. And they'll get another chance. James, that's good. James has got 4 points this quarter.
All three levels, LeBron James, the ultimate all-time scorer.
Cunningham passes to Miller. Pass to Durant. Fires from deep. KD splashes the triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Reeves the pass to James. Here's Toppin. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reeves. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Well, it's not hard to get excited about what Wembanyama could potentially bring to the league, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, possibly some of the biggest hype we've seen, B.A. Unreal ball skills at 7'4", and he's got that drive to be the greatest.
And San Antonio has possession following the score by Sacramento.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Timeout called, Sacramento. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
He's checked in for Westbrook. The Kings also with a sub. Fox is checked in for Reeves. Toppin passes to Ayton. And here's Fox. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
LeBron James is sustaining greatness into his late 30s. He said, quote, "As long as my mind stays in it, I can play at this level for a while. My body is going to be okay because I always make sure to take care of it and I put the work in." And Brian, call it mind over matter or the fountain of youth, whatever you want to call it, LeBron's work continues to pay off.
Indeed, no question about that. Thank you, Allie. Wembanyama, no good. Henderson scanning the floor. Over Cunningham. Got a piece of it.
Great to now. Cunningham using every inch of that reach.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Out to the right wing. And there's Fox on the assist from James. Fox has got 8 points.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
Here's Wembanyama. Another miss by Wembanyama. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. James inside. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Ayton, no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Cunningham. And Toppin pulls it down.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Robert Williams checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Poole with the ball. Now Williams. Durant for 3. He buries it from 3. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Timeout called. Sacramento. Well, Brent, Durant is at the point of his career where we can discuss if he's one of the best ever.
I don't think that you could argue that. He certainly has all of the accolades, BA. All-Stars, titles, MVPs, Finals MVPs. On that 75th anniversary team, just stack them all up. He's right there.
The Spurs. Kleba's checked in. Here's Fox. Give him 8 points now. Inside. And Washington powers it through.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to...
Cunningham against Fox. Poole outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
James outside. That's to Dick. Over Poole. Durant pulls it in.
Well, he wants that one over again.
James against Poole. And here is Williams. Back to Poole. Shoots a fadeaway. No good off the glass.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
Here's Poole after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Durant. There's the 3. Oh, threw the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
First personal foul.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Here's Dick. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First one falls for him. Westbrook, he's checked in for Kleba. The Kings also with a sub. Reeves is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Durant, the pass to Poole. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed.
And Poole's vision developing right in front of us.
On the wing, Reeves. Pass to Martin. James outside. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of this game. 4 on the clock. And here's Martin over Finney-Smith. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Martin's got his first points in this one. Outside Durant. Back to Simmons. Pass to Durant from deep. Offensive rebound. And he gets that one. And the Spurs lead by 5.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now, here is James. He has 6. James strong inside.
This is something that LeBron James also does well. Good at shrugging off the defense, bouncing off of them, and then concentrating on getting the finish.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Spurs out in front. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. And they turned it on during that second quarter, turning that deficit into a lead and playing with confidence. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to protect shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort.
And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The Kings trailing. We've got Robert Williams, Jordan Poole out there with Cunningham. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Reeves for the tie. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game.
So selfless with the ball. Fox putting the team before himself.
Williams with it. Now Poole. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. And Toppin pulls it down. And Fox has got the ball here for Sacramento. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Oh, Williams with the block. Here's Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole.
And Poole just going right through contact. I mean, this guy is getting better and better.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Toppin for the lead. Kevin Durant pulls it in. San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
James deciding where to go with it. Back to Aiden. Over Williams. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Cunningham passes to Wembanyama. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham takes the ahead and puts it in.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's James. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Pass to Durant. Over James. James with the block.
Big time swat, LeBron James making his presence felt.
Now here's Ayton. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Wembanyama with it. Fires from 14. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Ayton passes to Reeves. To end the drought. And it's Poole with a rebound.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Kings have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Fox, the pass to Toppin. Back to Fox. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. Fox has got 11 points.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And when you talk about raw speed and quickness, no one better than De'Aaron Fox.
BA, if we went into the locker room and looked at the dry erase board, the #1 thing up there on the scouting report is beware of De'Aaron Fox in the open court. Such a tremendous finisher and such a great attacker of the basket.
Miller's checked in for San Antonio. Ben Simmons comes in for Poole. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. In 3rd, the Kings. Number 5, the Spurs.
During last season, both of these teams were just unselfish, piling up the assist.
Cunningham up top, defended by Henderson. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Simmons. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Fox. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Tough matchup here, and Fox has it going right now. The lefty getting some room and making it happen.
Now here's Wembanyama. 14 points for him. And he's going for the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Martin, the pass to Washington. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
The Kings making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Henderson, the pass to Martin, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Fox against Simmons. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Simmons. Puts one up from 19. They get it again. Kleba passes to Wembanyama. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Wembanyama's got 6 points in the quarter. Washington inside, covered by Wembanyama. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Martin. Here's Fox. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Fox surveying that time. Hard to cover when he's got options.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for San Antonio?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Dick, he's checked in for Sacramento. And both free throws good for Fox.
It's definitely a part of the game that Fox wants to work on. These haven't been easy for him in the past.
Outside Simmons. Back to Westbrook. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Gets the three ball to go. Westbrook's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Fox, the pass to Martin. Fox against Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here's Fox. He's got 15. Just 4 to shoot. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
An all-defensive selection in this league. Ben Simmons has all the tools to be elite on this end.
Outside Wembanyama. The three. It's rebounded by Dick.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Fox, that's good.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Fox against Simmons. The three from Wembanyama. Rebound by the Kings. Down low. Here's Martin. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. San Antonio calls timeout. Well, without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying all his skills today.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And the Spurs with some changes. Durant comes in for Finney Smith. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Kleba. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Sacramento. Now here's Cunningham. He's guarded closely. Off target from the baseline.
Probably better off passing on that shot with him all in his face.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Here's Dick. 6 points for him. Martin finds Henderson. No good on the three. For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. And Simmons gets it to go.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Here's Dick. takes the three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Tie game in San Antonio. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
It's time for
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Taking a look at Sacramento, Henderson out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Toppin, then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's James in at the three.
And 6'8" with those kind of handles, man. Cade Cunningham, a special talent.
Pass to James. Shoots over Durant. James can't get it to go. San Antonio leading. Left side Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. James against Durant. James passes to Henderson. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Cunningham outside. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Shots good by Henderson.
Whoa, scoot. What a move.
Poole outside. It's stolen by Henderson. Back come the Kings in transition.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Durant, pass to Williams. Back to Durant. 5 to shoot. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it.
Kings ball.
De'Aaron Fox has checked in for Henderson.
Substitution. De'Aaron Fox.
The Kings have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. To the inside, Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Poole, the pass to Cunningham. Back to Poole. Lots of room. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist with that last one. Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. Well, from late first-round pick to big-time score, the rise of Jordan Poole has been fun.
Well, he earned himself a pretty lucrative contract after a couple of years of trying to figure out what it is that he does best. I think we know what that is, B.A. Put points on the board. This guy plays with a ton of offensive confidence.
chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Big man, you don't want to send to the line. DeAndre Ayton's free throw capabilities keep him on the floor at all times.
Sacramento, DeAndre Ayton at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Ayton.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Both good from the line that time.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Back to Poole. Floats one up. And Poole fighting through contact.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Top and right side. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And he recovers it. Out to Fox. Goes back up. Tries yet again. Poole outside. With the second effort. Poole work in the interior. Here's Fox. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Reeves. And here's Ayton. Williams defending. Fade away. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Fox, the pass to Reeves. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
Assisted by
Fox has got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Wembanyama. Poole outside. Pulls it from 20. And right on target. That was good. And the Spurs lead by 1.
And Poole able to just slip right into his shot.
Pass to Reeves. Poke loose. And stolen by Durant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, life's not fair, right? I mean, that is unfair. You do everything you can to contest Durant's shot, and it turns up to be an up fake instead.
Kevin Durant.
And he drops the first.
Well, we're always wishing good health on any player, but for Kevin Durant to remain that way, that's when you get a chance to see something special offensively.
Dick, he's checked in for LeBron. Good on both. Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over.
Who wants a free T-shirt? Get on your feet and go wild so we can see you.
let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Wembanyama.
And it's simple. I mean, when you shoot it like he has, this award is a lock. I mean, up over 60% from the field, that's crazy good. He's given them just about everything he's had today.
The Kings have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Fox the pass to Reeves. Out to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dick. And it's Poole with a rebound. Poole's got his 5th rebound in this one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Wembanyama finds Poole. Pass to Durant from outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Looks so effortless for Kevin Durant, making long-range shots look unchallenging.
Fox against Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Out left to the wing. Here's Dick. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 7 tonight. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Here's Fox. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox. 2 shots.
Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. James is checked in for the Kings. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wembanyama. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul. Obi Toppin. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Wembanyama.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Cunningham passes to Poole. Beyond the arc. Here's Wembanyama. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Wembanyama's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Cunningham against Fox. And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Here's Wembanyama. Count it. Good. And now a 10-point Spurs lead.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Poole, the pass to Wembanyama. Over Toppin. Another miss by Wembanyama. Ayton against Williams. Ayton, no good. Cunningham outside. And And so it's San Antonio with the W. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
but that's a